I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, but I'm trying.
So, if you are one of those people who are terrorized, completely afraid of making mistakes, today I've got terrible news. You will make mistakes. I'll tell you that because mistakes are a natural part of process in all fields of our lives. And yes, I won't lie to you by telling you that after this course, you will never make mistakes anymore. In fact, making mistakes is the proof that you have been developing. So please do not stop making new mistakes. Thing is, we can find effective ways to boost our English by learning from our mistakes. And this is exactly what we are talking about in this video. How can you acknowledge your errors and also learn from them? Improve using them for your own improvement. Well, first, something you really have to understand is it is okay to make mistakes. After, whenever you spot an incorrection, an error, you should think of why that have happened. So, were you nervous at the moment if you're talking about a meeting or an important speech you had to make? Or maybe you were distracted if we're talking about an email or even a message you had to write to someone. Was it lack of knowledge? Was the level of your assignment, the activity you were doing, above your level? So these are all factors that can lead to mistakes. And understanding why they have happened, it's essential to avoid making them again. You also have to understand that corrections are your friends, not your enemies. Every time someone spotted a mistake of yours and tries to suggest another way to say that thing, use it as a chance to learn more from other people and not as something personal. And finally, if you have the chance to immediately correct your mistake, do not miss the opportunity. It is common to do that in Portuguese while you were having a conversation with someone and you make a mistake. And you would immediately say, oh, sorry, what I mean is, well, actually, what I mean is, in English, it is the very same thing. So if you're having a conversation, being formal or informal with someone, if you're making a speech, if you're reading a text, if you are on a phone call, and you suddenly spot a mistake of yours, just rephrase your sentence. You can do that by saying something like, oh, sorry, what I mean is, or I'm sorry about it. I must be wrong, or may be wrong. Let me say that again. It is completely common, and this will be natural if you don't face it as a monster. In fact, it all depends on how much energy and importance you give to your mistake. If you see it as something natural, people tend to see it the same way. Now, if you deal with it as a huge problem, people will also think it is.
Now, I think the lesson here is that old or young, we all make mistakes.